Welcome to the channel, Gaming Army. This drop finds us in our Phoenix Hawk. It is the Phoenix Hawk 2C. This is the Champion chassis. Comes with a 30% XP bonus. The loadout is pretty straightforward. 6 medium lasers, 3 in each arm. We also have jump jets, some ECM, stealth armor, and a top speed of roughly 122 kph. We're playing skirmish mode on Terra Therma. I'm expecting my team is going to want to enter center somewhere around the Fox 7 area. I'm also expecting the enemy to enter center somewhere around Gulf 6. So that being said, I'm breaking off far right. I'm going to leverage my stealth and speed to get eyes on the enemy position, hopefully lock up some targets for my teammates and get them as much information and intel as possible. Now, something to be said about this is I see too many lights too many times charging blindly into the enemy line with either no ECM, no cover, or both, and that is a surefire recipe to get yourself focus fired and killed straight out of the gate. So, rounding the corner, Fox 5, I'm putting eyes on enemy targets. Sure enough, they were pushing in towards Gulf 6. I've managed to lock up a couple of the enemy, and I'm relaying that information as well as position and heading back to my teammates, and hopefully that will help them adjust their gameplay as well. And if you look at the mini-map, it looks like my teammates elected not to go through Fox 7 and instead followed me around to the right-hand side. So at least they know where the enemy's at and where everybody should be focusing. In the meantime, I've managed to lock on to the King Crab. It looks like he got kind of left behind a little bit, a little more separated from the rest of his teammates, and that makes him a prime target to focus. So I'm going to get some shots in wherever possible, try to hold that lock as best I can, and let my teammates pepper him with missiles. Now it looks like some other units are moving in to give him a little bit of support, but his left torso is open, and I really want that left torso. So not only do we get the left torso, but a teammate gets the kill, and that's 100 tons of enemy mech off the board. Now I really want to focus the Executioner who was moving in. He's shifted down into the low ground and he's presenting himself a nice target, and if he can take off a second assault mech, it will definitely shift the power curve in the favor of my team. So we're going to focus on him, and I notice his left torso is looking very, very weak. So we're just going to hit the jump jets here, do a quick jump shot, and try to open up that left torso. Or we can be totally blocked and denied by the building structure. So that's unfortunate. But in the meantime, I notice there is a light piranha shifting off into our right flank. He's over on the other side of the bridge there. He's getting some shots in on my teammates from across the lava pool, and he's not moving around. He seems to be staying right in that position. I do want to keep an eye on him. I don't want him to close in. At close range, he could be very, very deadly. He did manage to tag team with one of his teammates, taking out one of our mechs, and this we cannot have. He's still hiding over there, and this is an important tip. The reason I know he's still hiding over there is look at his laser AMS going off. This is a huge, huge important thing to look for, guys. Even if there is a stealth unit or a unit that is hidden behind cover, look for AMS chatter, and that will give away an enemy's position. In this case, the Piranha is electing not to stay very mobile, and he wants to hide instead, and I'm okay with that because I'm going to keep him at range where I can do things like, I don't know, open up his center torso, and his machine guns aren't as powerful at the extreme range. I've also managed to find this Marauder who wanted to push in, and he is unaware that we're back here, and we're going to open up his rear CT, and I want to see if I can capitalize on that because he appears to be totally unaware that I'm back here. Well, he might have spotted me now. Yes, he definitely spotted me now. We're going to use this rock outcrop as our cover. We're going to let him move in. Now, most of you are saying, what do you mean you're going to get him closer? Well, I want him to come closer because I want to be at my maximum damage for my weapons groups. Also, if you noticed, the other thing was, by walking towards me, he was presenting his back to my teammates. He's decided that isn't the smartest play and has gone back to his original position and denied my team free shots on his back, but that's okay. I'm still here, and I'm still kind of focused on him. He's moved off, so he's not in my most effective weapons range.
New target.
But there's our Executioner, and there's even an Urban Mech over there. And we can focus on these guys. Executioner has shut down. We'll take a free shot on his shut down mech. He's started up again. I don't know if he's actually looking this way. But we'll get as many shots in on him as we can. So it looks like they're grouping up into Fox 5. I'm going to move in a little closer. Again, I want to get into the optimal weapons range to do damage on the enemies. And here's our friend the Marauder from before. He's allowing us to get a nice back shot on him. And looking at his mech, the left torso is ready to pop. Let's see if we can focus that left torso down and take half his mech, which we were able to do. So there goes some of his firepower and heat management. He's pushing me, and I'm going to do a defensive jump backwards, reposition. He's looking for me on the far side of the pillars, but I've already repositioned, and now I want to start working on the other side of his mech to go for the kill. Now we're spinning him in circles here. He does a great torso twist right there because I really wanted another back shot on his mech, and he denied me that chance. So we'll keep working on the right torso. Looks like a teammate has managed to take that off for us. And I started to shoot right leg because I see it's open. And now I realize spinning him in circles is more advantageous because he's presenting his back to some of my teammates. So I go back to center torso, rack up the kill, and now we're on the hunt for the next victim, and there it is. The little urban mech that could. So the K9 is engaging one of my assault teammates, and he's trying to initiate the circle of death maneuver where he uses his speed to circle the slower moving mech, shooting him as he goes. It is a great valid tactic, however, I'm going to enter the circle with him and manage to take out his center torso. And coming out of that, we find the Executioner from the beginning of the game. His mech is beat up, center torso is open and ready to be destroyed, so I'm going to fully commit to it. I do shut down. It's riding that heat scale just a little too much, but it was important to get that mech off the board and another kill under our belts. Spinning around, there's a Sun Spider with SRM6s. No thank you. I'm going to hit the jump jets and leap over the terrain to disengage for a second. I don't want him to have shots on my open right side components. I also need a second to cool down before I think about re-engaging another enemy. So heading back into the fight, the Sun Spider has moved off towards the center of the map. My teammate is in hot pursuit, and in hot pursuit of him, there is a full-fledged enemy assault mauler going up the center. I get a shot on his back torso. I expected him to turn around and engage me, and he does not. So I'm going to push in and see what kind of work I can get done. I know his rear CT is open, his right torso is now open, and I'm going to initiate my own circle of death, trying to get at his juicy exposed components. My teammate joins in the fray as well, and now it's 2-on-1 in the center. We are getting peppered by some missiles from the outskirts. The enemy Sun Spider has elected to re-engage us, making things a little more messy. So here comes an important part of the video. In this situation, what do you do? Do you stay with your wingman or do you abandon him? I've already lost my right arm, and I'm choosing to disengage the mauler, who is heavily damaged, hoping my teammate can finish him off. I want to move in on the Sun Spider, get in his face, apply pressure, and keep him from shooting missiles into my teammate in the center. So that's what we're doing. Unfortunately, I have to do it with half my normal firepower, but I want to see if I can get this Sun Spider turned around and ignoring my teammate. That didn't work out. They did manage to take out my teammate in the center, and now it is 2 versus 1. All of us incredibly damaged. I'm staying on the Sun Spider. I want to stay as close to him as possible. His LRMs can still do some damage up close. It's minute damage, but it's damage nonetheless. I'm assuming at this point he has no SRM ammo left, so we can focus his center torso to get the kill. Here comes the Mauler. He's not shooting, so I think he's out of ammo as well, and we'll take the kill shot.
Target destroyed.
We're detecting no more hostiles.
That's how we do it, boys.
Oh my.
That's a dub. Huge dub. The biggest dub I've ever seen. Oh my god.
Checking the final score, looks like we finished with 5 kills, 1,017 damage done, and a nail-biter finish.